to DNVR Bets Daily, the hottest show in the land. What
Indeed.
exactly is our record now? 24-11 since March 12th. Just absolutely scorching hot here on DNVR Bets Daily. And it's time for more winners. Dre, excited for this show, excited for the slate. We've been forgetting to do our exercise of whether or not we love or hate the slate on the first show, but I'll tell you right now, I love the slate. I mean, anytime you get a double Colorado game, you love the slate.
Double Colorado game, such classics as Alexander Barkov, Alex DeBrincat, and Zion Williamson in action. I mean, what could you not like about this slate? It is a beautiful Tuesday slate.
It's a beautiful Tuesday slate. So why don't we jump right into Andre's big three here? And there it is.
Yeah, Jokic is really one. You got to feel out Jokic. You got to understand Jokic. What kind of night and what kind of matchup is it for Jokic? Well, it's a play him straight up matchup with Jokic, him going against Nikola Vucevic. Obviously, you love Jokic in the battle of the Nikolas, as Ryan will outline in his big three. The only question is simply, will the Magic hang in there long enough, or rather, will the Nuggets play down to the Magic's level long enough to keep Jokic invested to hit the over? History would say Jokic, 4 of the last 5 road games against losing teams, has had to go off for 29 plus. So I like that. Then Zion Williamson over 3.5 assists. This is money anytime the number is set at 3.5. Minus 157, still pretty nice juice. 16-7, the overs hit since February, where Zion's really upped his game and become incredibly efficiently. And I'm going back to the well. Back-to-back nights, Nathan McKinnon misses 3 shots and doesn't hit the over 3.5 shots last night. But still, Arizona got whooped on, and they really keyed in on Nathan McKinnon. They're going to have to change their coverage. They can't dedicate as much pressure to Nate in this one, or they're just going to get whooped once again. So I like this one. I like for Mac to bounce back and hit the over tonight.
Love it. And I am trying to figure out my play of the night when it comes to the Avalanche. I think you might be onto something there. It sounds like we're getting a double backup goalie game, which creates its own interesting storylines.
Yes.
But you'd have to imagine the Avs, who aren't always a just get pucks on the net type of team, will take that approach tonight, especially just the way they have been lately.
Yeah.
They love to work for the great chance, but they also have just been hammering teams in terms of getting shots on goal recently. So I think Mac will kind of send some blood in the water tonight.
Yeah, you'd think. And I tell you, I wish there were more Nazem Kadri markets. He's now 13th in shots on goal in the league, right behind Flip Forsberg and Mikko Rantanen. So that's really saying something, averaging 4.5 shots since the month of March. So Naz is on one. Unfortunately, the only market we could get with him is goal scored. A reasonable plus 210 might be a nice sprinkle for the night as well.
I'm disappointed. So obviously the Avs just traded for this Jonas Johansson. I'm not exactly sure. It's either Yo-Yo or JoJo. I'm not exactly sure, but I love a first goalie game. Now this is a little different than your average first goalie game because it's not as if there's no tape on him out there. But I just think like you come from Buffalo, right? That's where they got him. And you all of a sudden have this like epic defense in front of you. I just think it's going to bring the best out of this kid. And so I wish they had a shutout prop for him because I'd be interested in doing it. I mean, they almost shut him out last night. They dominate the shots every time they play the Coyotes. They dominate them in damn near every fashion every time they play them. I don't think he's going to face much trouble tonight. And the Avs are going to pack it in a little bit to try and help him out. Not as much pinching up, whatever, playing a little more conservatively. But the best you can get is home team goals under 1.5 as far as I can see it.
I've got it for you. Colorado Avalanche to win without conceding a goal, regular time plus 600.
Okay, where is
Or
this?
game props. Under the
Game
category is
props.
to win with a shutout.
Oh
And
my God, I've been looking for this my whole life.
You can also get Avs to win without conceding a goal, including OT and shootout, plus 575. And shootout terrifies me. That means keeping the net empty.
Wait, but
in the PK portion of this?
no, because no. They would just have to win. They would have to win.
Right.
It would be a 0-0 game, which is not happening. A 0-0 game that goes to the shootout. You would just have to win the shootout because if you win a shootout 1-0, if you win a shootout in a 0-0 game, it just counts as a 1-0.
Gotcha. The shootout is only relevant to the win portion of that bet.
I think so. I'm taking
because it is a parlay in essence.
Yeah. I think it's crazy. I don't know. I think it's crazy that you only get. First of all, no one. It's never going 0-0 to the shootout. I'm taking Avs to win without conceding a goal. Regular timeline plus 600.
That's the sprinkle of the night. For science, I'll be riding with you on that.
For science, it's basically a new goalie game. Again, I just think this guy. It's like going from, I don't even know,
Buffalo to Denver.
Yeah, it's like going from Buffalo. It's like moving from Buffalo to Denver, basically. Going from the Sabres to the Avalanche. It's a massive upgrade. I just think this guy's going to be like, oh my God, my life is so easy all of a sudden.
Right. Ryan, my spidey senses mad tingling because, as you mentioned, double backup goalie game. Yet the over, which is at 5.5, this isn't at 6.5, like you'll see in some of these Vancouver games. And the juice on the over plus 105. The under minus 127.
They are definitely trying to bait you into taking the over for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And my guess would be, and I was talking with our friend Adrian Dater about this before the game. He mentioned that teams play more conservative when they have a backup in net. So that's the only thing I can see as a reason why this would be so low. He is a big proponent of the over. I obviously, as a believer in the shutout for the Avs, I don't think they're going to win 6-0. So,
but it's possible.
It is possible.
I like their chances to win 6-0. Than a lot of the other nonsense bets we've considered thus far for the Avs. But
fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get to my big three. We're a little sidetracked here.
Yes.
It's all big three. What's that mean?
Wow.
The Nuggets have a big three. I'm invested in them. I think that this is a 2-for-1 proposition on any given night. That's my theory for science. Mm-hmm. And I think that basically this evens itself out. Here's what I mean. Let's say we'll say it's the old 60-20-20 rule. 60% of the time, this goes 2-1 in my eyes. Now, I have no data to support this theory, but that's why we're testing it out for science. 60% of the time, this goes 2-1. 20% of the time, this goes 1-2. 20% of the time, this goes 2-2. Maybe it's more like, I don't know, 60. I don't know, 70-15-15, maybe. I don't know.
I think you're onto something here, though. That those are the margins you're looking at. Is close games. Yoke Murray have to get us over, and then blowouts. At least MPJ is going to get his, and then you've got another 10 to 15% of the time where all three can hit, or so maybe that's what it should be: is 60-20 as you had it. Then it's 10 perfect nights, 10% perfect, 5% offers. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that is what it is. I can't imagine. I don't know. 2-1, 1-2, 0-3. I don't know. I can't imagine this ever. There's had to be a crazy blowout where like Will Barton and someone else like go off, like JaMychal Green go off, and the other guys never even have to get their work in. But well, let's find out. Let's find out for science. Let's find out for science.
Do it.
So there.
Yeah, you're right. The offer is more of a like old school Nuggets. Like I don't think this year they have the depth to go offer on all three props.
I kind of agree, but we'll see. Yeah. We got to find out for science. And they're taking on the Magic tonight. I do worry slightly about the blowout. Now, if you could bring that up one more time, Ali, I do have to point something out here. Yes. When I gave this out this morning, Jamal Murray was set at over 20.5 minus 155. It has since shifted significantly to over 22.5 minus 102. Yeah. Now, I'm for the big three, I'm counting that as the pick because if you tuned in to the early show, you got that pick in. That counts. Yeah. But if you want to just, ride along, I'm certainly not against the 22.5.
Right. And I think Jamal's another one like Jokic. You got to feel him out. I called it after the All-Star break. Jamal was going to be too rested, too healthy. He wasn't going to go off. Now getting back in a rhythm, and I think you kind of want to, you feel that wave coming, and you want to try to ride that as long as you can because, as we know, it's a bit of a roller coaster ride, the Jamal props.
Yep. And Dre, you had, was it the Pelicans that you watched film on to see how they approached Jokic?
It was a team where it wasn't quite clear. It wouldn't have been the Pelicans. It wouldn't have been the Bulls. I forget what team it. Oh, it was Charlotte. It was Charlotte.
Charlotte. Yeah. What do we got to pay you to get you to do that every night? Because you nailed your picks that day.
I'm happy to do that every night. I don't feel the need to do it a lot of nights because it's a little more obvious.
Yeah, and we know that tonight's a Nicola crime, if you will.
Well, like the New Orleans one, I hit that because it was a Steven Adams game. Steven Adams means Yoke straight up. I'm going to take Yoke prop every time.
Yep. Poor Steven Adams. Seems like one of the cooler dudes. Just cannot hold Nikola Jokic. But no one can.
No one can. That's
especially not Rudy Gobert.
Damn straight.
All right. Let's quickly give a shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. They've switched it up, Dre. So we're no longer going with the 2 to win 250 or the 4 to win 256. We're back to 1 to win 100 on any team. So no upset necessary. If you like any team to advance in the next round of the NCAA tournament, or if you like anyone in UFC 260 Part 3 this weekend, then you can get in on any of those markets. 1 to win 100. Hell of a deal. I haven't quite decided yet where my leaning is, but I'll get that to you later in the week.
I look forward to an all Pac-12 Final Four from you.
Oh, my God.
Is that in play?
No. I believe USC and Oregon play each other.
Right so away. That would leave another side of the bracket cleans these. Yeah.
But you can also get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR at DraftKings. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires 25x playthrough. Restrictions to apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Okay, Dre. That leads me to our dilemma of the day, which is what Nuggets bet are we applying our 25% boost on? And the second dilemma is there a Nuggets-Avs parlay that we want to see through tonight? So we do have this 25% boost. I completely forgot about that. What do we want to use it on? And is there potentially a Nuggets-only parlay that we would want to use it
on? The Nuggets-only parlay is scary because the entire dilemma of this entire game is how long will the Magic hang around? especially against a motivated Nuggets team. You know, they were on a streak. That the way that last game ended was real bullshit. They're going to be motivated to really put the Magic in their place. Now, are they going to be able to do that? I don't know. And 217 is fairly modest and has that into account, but I don't know, man. I really have a tough lean on the total here.
Yeah, my idea would probably be a money line over parlay, but that's probably not going to be too juicy. So the question is there
Right.
something else that intrigues us that we haven't talked about yet that would be a nice use of this? You could use it on a Nikola Jokic triple-double plus 254, but
Yeah,
we know they're a single-em-up team, so we worry about assists a little bit.
exactly. Yeah.
You could use it on a MPJ double-double plus 150.
That is definitely one of my front run options.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in there.
Front running options, I should say. You know, and then the
No leading scorer props tonight, huh?
the safe man's. Oh, is that not up? Because Jokic is king of those. The safe man's might be the best value of the 3 Nuggets props we've given out, which is to say Nikola Jokic over 26.5. You know, that's only plus 116 though, once you get it boosted. So that's the other, you know, do you want to go big and go extra big and swing for the fences on something like I hate that, Ryan. I'd really love to go bigger.
Then MPJ double-double?
Well, MPJ double-double would be the bigger option. Then I was going to say then Jokic, you know, then Jokic over 26.5.
Yeah. Do they have any? They don't have any player parlays. Bummer.
The money line over parlay boosted is plus 179.
So what's more likely in your opinion, MPJ double-double or the money line over parlay? Because to me, it's fairly easy here.
Yeah, it should be the double-double, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And boosted, that's plus 188.
Well, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You've talked me into it. I like it.
Okay. I'm punching that in right now so I can clear the bet slip.
Now, Pelicans by 6 over the Lakers, which you know you're gonna love watching the Lakers and root for them.
Oh, are we gonna? Are you thinking of parlaying MPJ double-double?
Absolutely. Or just the Nuggets spread.
Wait, hold on.
Because it's any NBA market.
Doesn't,
now we're talking.
So we're saying the Pelicans are playing the Lakers without LeBron or AD?
Yeah. Yeah, correct. So that's plus 472 once you parlay those and boost them. Speaking of that,
you're saying parlay Pellies and MPJ?
Pelly's ATS and MPJ. Now, unrelated but related, Brandon Ingram to go over 24 points, 24.5, and the Pelicans to win. You can get that at plus 165. That's a revenge game.
Former team game? Are you kidding me?
That's a player prop parlay that you can find in the NBA section. Over 24.5. We just got to see BI and how well he played in closing time against the Nuggets over the weekend. I think he's feeling it, and on a weekend Lakers team will want to impose his will. So I like that one as another fun sprinkle for the night.
I don't do sprinkles, but plus 703 has my attention.
Oh, adding that?
MPJ double-double, Brandon Ingram to score 24.5 or more, and the Pellies to win, plus 703.
Let's go, Ryan.
You know, this falls perfectly in line with my strategy. of lowering the unit by, what was that, 20%. So I took 20% off my unit, and I used to always make 4 bets. So you take 20% off each of those bets, combine that together. Now you've got a whole extra unit. Let's put it on something like this.
Now, you can combine those?
Yes, you can.
Oh, you just took Brandon Ingram over 24.5.
Nope. Brandon Ingram to score over 24 and a half points and players team to win, plus 165. Combined with Michael Porter Jr. to record a double-double, plus 150.
Oh, no Pelicans.
Well, no, the Pelicans to win are already involved. Yeah.
Of course. No, I'm with you. That's plus 7. You genius. You've done it again. You genius. Get these in. These are early 510, 540. Anytime the Nuggets play at 5, it completely throws me off. So we got to get these bets in right as we go off air. That's a reminder to all of you listening.
Boosted to plus 703. It's placed.
And some wild news. The city of Philadelphia welcomes a new hero in Joe Flacco to breaking.
Oh, sorry, Allie.
Yeah.
But he's a backup. Okay. The last thing here that we wanted to touch on is the potential Avs Nuggets parlay.
Yes.
So we just made a kind of a ambitious parlay. Do we stay along the lines of ambition, or do we tighten things up a little bit?
What about a half ambition, half tightened up?
Such as?
Maybe the Nuggets money line and the Avs over?
Avs team over?
Avs team over is fun. God, I just hate the minus 335. That's terrible value.
It's terrible value.
I've seen the Nuggets way too much to know they're not like a minus 335 favorite in any regular season game.
It's really true. What about something along the lines of Nuggets minus... Jeez, there's no value there.
What about both team overs? So Avs are the away team. What's reasonable? Over 4 goals, Ryan? Over 4 goals against the backup goalie.
No, that's too much.
3.5?
3.5.
I mean, they still need to score the same amount of goals.
But over 4, that's a push.
True.
3.5, you get the empty netter to go to 4, you win the bet.
Well, you bested me on that math. Where's the team total for the Nugs here?
Should be under game props.
So like team total for the Nuggets over 112.5, Avs over 3.5 plus 278.
I like it. What about Avs to win and record a shutout? No, I'm just kidding.
We only give out absurd bets on this show.
The further into the show we get, the more
it's so true.
Absurd the bets get. We start off very online, very pointed, very stack dubs only, like with the big 3, and then we work our way towards, can we become rich tonight?
Exactly. Speaking of which, a couple odds boosts I want to ask you about, Ryan. First off, Nuggets, Pelicans, and Knicks all to win plus 260. I like it. I don't love it, but I like it to where I'm happy to be invested in that. Yeah, what I like about the Knicks is, much like the Nuggets, they're coming off a somewhat controversial refereeing-induced loss. So I think extra motivated to whoop on the Wizards. But this one's really where I need your expertise. Bryson DeChambeau and John Rahm, both to win their group. And that's tomorrow.
Who are their groups? Does it say in there?
No, it doesn't say in the prop. So We got to go into match play, groups. Oh, what have I done? John Rahm, Ryan Palmer, Shane Lowry, Sebastian Munoz. Rahm plus 110 to win his group.
Okay.
Thick Bryson, on the other hand, is in a group with Tommy Fleetwood, Siwoo Kim, and Antoine Rosner. Thick Bryson a plus 125 fave to win this group. So it's a plus 110 plus a plus 125.
And what's the juice in the odds boost?
Plus 500.
I don't like it.
Yeah. He's not feeling it.
I don't trust Rahm. He's very he can go off the rails pretty quickly.
That I don't like. Okay, right. I think we're locked in. I do have a choose your own adventure shots on goal parlay for you.
Well, I do like to choose my own adventure. Let's finish there.
Okay. Barkov or DeBrincat?
Oh, man. El Gato or El Perro?
Now, El Perro minus 225. Absurd.
Okay, what's DeBrincat?
Minus 165, a reasonable number.
Minus 165. By the way, 50. I just punched in my Avs to win in a shutout.
Did I do that? Oh, and a shot. Right. Okay. Man, that's a crazy one. I'm glad we found that for you, though.
What if... I might get a little crazy here in a second.
Oh, no.
Okay, so we're taking... I'm a dog guy. We're taking El Perro.
Wow. Upset of the year. Let me do it on the other device where I don't have to clear it.
We gotta have multiple devices for multiple bet slips.
I've got notes, I've got devices, I've got everything here. Okay, you go into player props, shots on goal, and he's taking El Perro, starting with that. I can't believe minus 225. Please adjust the number. Someone do something. Okay, then we're gonna keep
someone do something.
We're going to keep moving. Do you want to throw Steven Stamkos in?
No.
Okay. You guys have a bit of a treacherous history. Do we? Okay. And now you got to pick Mikko or Nate.
I mean, I am a follower of the Professor Dre data. I'm taking Nate.
Nate, very nice. Did we have a game come off the board here? Oh, no. Oh, Ryan. Oh, and Flip Forsberg, you throw that in. It ends up just being a three-way because you're not a Stamkos fan. And that's a nice plus 241 for you.
Nice. I like that. Yeah. Okay. Watching that game the other night, watching that video the other night of that guy turning $10 into $33,000 was just so inspiring.
It really was.
I just want to see something really quick.
What an idol.
Truly an idol. Okay, so we've got Avs to win in a shutout. I'm just combining all of our thoughts here.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We
that's
need
plus 600. That's doing some heavy lifting.
That is doing some extremely heavy lifting. We need BI to score 24.5 and win.
Yeah.
Okay. And
MPJ double.
Yes, MPJ double.
Okay.
Let me punch that in. That puts us at plus 45.38.
Wow. So really, if you wanted to add Mac and Barkov to that.
Okay. I mean, let's just for science. We'll see.
Oh no, Mac, you can't because you already have.
Oh, you already have Avs. Okay, let's see what Barkey has to offer for us. I want player props.
Man, what if
you've created a monster?
Yeah, and I mean, what's funny is the one that's not going to hit is the minus 225 Barkey prop.
No, Barkey's doing it.
I know.
Oh God, what have I done? I punched in something that made this I accidentally punched in Barkov first goal.
Oh, well, that might not be a bad idea. There you go. You'd get the white whale status real quick there.
Let's see. Just because it might have been destiny that I hit that. plus 60,000.
Whoa. See, now a lot of these winners that I see on the DraftKings Twitter account or in my emails, it's usually less legs, bigger bets, and you nail a couple of first goals, and you did it.
Yeah, this would be 10 to win 6,000.
It's not bad.
I'm not doing it, but to.
Well, for example, that King who had that 11-leg parlay on March Madness, he bet 10 to win 33,000 and rejected 20 plus grand on a $10 bet. That is really, I mean, so stone cold. That's insane.
Wait, I'm trying to find, I don't know what else I can add here because I just want to see like what you have to add to get this to 10 to win 33,000. Like, I just want to know what that looks like. So you need a first goal scorer in Devils and Flyers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see where the value is. Let's go Farabee's a nice bet there.
Farabee. Okay, we have got this to plus 84. Oh, 843,000.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, that's a little too hot.
Yeah.
That's 10 to win 84,000.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
So, okay. We'll end this soon here.
That's a major bag alert, though, for sure.
Is a major bag alert. Throwing in Jack Hughes over 2.5 shots.
Okay.
Let's see what that does for us. That's 10 to win 14,000. So you understand what I wanted to paint here is just how crazy it is that this guy hit 10 to win 33,000
on an 11-legger, a 2-day parlay where he nails all his picks from day 1 and day 2.
So just so you know, Abs to win in a shutout, Brandon Ingram to score 24.5 and win, MPJ to win a double-double, Alexander Barkov to score first, and Jack Hughes to go over 2.5 shots doesn't even get you halfway there.
Insane.
All right, I'm closing this bet slip, but
that is it was a talent to put these together.
That's an insane. Like, the odds of him hitting that are so insane. But for him, it was 11 legs, all just money lines, wasn't it?
I think
college basketball money lines.
Yeah, with some wild ones in there, obviously.
Yeah.
We stand a king. Yeah.
I mean, if you think about this, if you do that, if you put $10 on a parlay that crazy every single day for 365 days, that would cost you just over $3,000. If you went over. But if you just hit 1 in 365 days, you've come out like with 10 times the wins. You know, it's like, it just has me thinking, should I be making an absurd $10 parlay every single day in hopes of hitting 1 per year?
Well, you know, that's what I operated under for a while. And in European soccer, I hit a couple, not white whales, over 10,000. This was over 30,000. My mind cannot comprehend what this, man.
That's what I mean. Maybe, I mean, it's a lot more realistic to look at it as a $1 parlay every day with those same odds, because $1, you lose them all, you lose $300, whatever. If you hit 1, it's 3,000.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it's the same as hitting the lottery.
Yes, essentially.
My advice, don't do it. But I am a believer in science.
The math does check out.
The math checks out. 1 out of 365. 1 out of 3. You just have to go 1 for 365.
I guess that's what, like trying to roll 11 dice and coming up with a Yahtzee. Maybe not, because each dice has Okay, we'll have the math on that
All
for
right.
you tomorrow.
All right. This was a very off the rails edition of DNVR Bets Daily. We went from everything from minus 225 to plus 800,000.
We've got something for all.
What a day. All right. Have a great day. We'll talk to you guys later.